"You're embarrassing me. Just pretend we're not together tonight," she whispered at the dinner, so I did. And I kept pretending long after that night was over. Now even her family thinks she's a narcissist who lost the only person who actually loved her. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Hey Reddit, I've been lurking here for a while, reading stories like this, never thinking I'd post my own. But here I am, almost a year later, and I need to get this off my chest. If you're into those satisfying revenge tales without the actual revenge, more like quiet karma doing its thing, this might be for you. I'm 32, work in software development, nothing flashy but steady. My ex, Emily, is 30, a marketing coordinator who's always chasing the next big thing. We were together for 5 years, engaged for 1. I thought we were solid. Looking back, I see the cracks, but love blinds you, right? Let me set the scene. I met Emily in college. She was vibrant, ambitious, the kind of person who lights up a room. I was the quiet guy in the back, coding away. We clicked somehow. Opposites attract, or so they say. Early on, things were great. I supported her through everything. When she lost her first job after graduation, I covered rent for months while she job hunted. Picked up extra freelance gigs to make ends meet. When her dad got sick 2 years in, I drove her to the hospital every weekend, sat through those long nights. Even helped her family financially when they were struggling. Loaned her sister money for school without expecting it back. Emily always said I was her rock, her safe place. I believed it. But over time, things shifted. She started hanging out more with her work crowd, flashy types, always at networking events, posting about their hustle on social media. I'd tag along sometimes, but I could tell she was pulling away. Little comments here and there. "Why don't you dress up more?" Or, "You should network harder. My friends are killing it." I brushed it off. I proposed last year at a quiet spot we loved, nothing extravagant. She said yes, posted the ring pic everywhere. But the excitement faded fast. Wedding planning? She dragged her feet. I figured it was stress. Flashback to about 18 months ago. I remember one night vividly. Emily had been distant for weeks, always on her phone. I surprised her with tickets to a concert she'd mentioned, some indie band she loved. We went, but halfway through, she got a text and stepped out. Came back distracted, barely engaged. Later, in bed, I asked if everything was okay. She sighed, rolled over. "It's fine, just work stuff." I let it go, but it stung. I'd given up a work deadline to make that night happen. Sacrifices like that piled up. I skipped a promotion opportunity that required travel because she didn't want me gone. Put my dreams on hold to build ours. That's what you do in a relationship, right? Cut to the night, everything imploded. It was a fancy dinner party hosted by her company, some client appreciation thing at an upscale venue downtown. Emily insisted I come, said it was important for her image. I wasn't thrilled. I'm not great at small talk with suits, but I suited up, even got a haircut. We arrived, and at first it was okay. She introduced me to a few people, but then I noticed her drifting toward this group, laughing louder than usual. There was this guy, Chad, tall, charismatic, her coworker who'd just gotten promoted. I'd heard her mention him before, always with that spark in her eye. As the night went on, I tried mingling, but Emily kept distancing herself. At one point, I approached her table with drinks. She was deep in conversation with Chad, their heads close. When I set the glass down, she barely acknowledged me. A few minutes later, as appetizers came out, she leaned over and whispered in my ear, sharp, like a command. "You're embarrassing me," she hissed, her voice low but cutting. "Just pretend we're not together tonight. Go talk to the boring tech guys in the corner or something. I need to network without this." I felt my face heat up, but I didn't react. The words hit like a gut punch. Embarrassing? I'd been nothing but supportive. I glanced at Chad, who smirked like he was in on the joke. The table chuckled awkwardly. I nodded once, turned, and walked away. Sat at the bar alone for the rest of the night, watching her flirt openly with him. She didn't check on me once. We drove home in silence. I didn't say a word. That whisper replayed in my head for days. Confusion set in hard. What had I done? Was I really that bad? I replayed our relationship. The times I'd stayed up late helping her with presentations, the vacations I planned around her schedule. It felt unfair, like I'd been demoted without warning. But I didn't confront her right away. I needed to process. A week later, it all came out. We were at home, her scrolling her phone while I cooked dinner, like always. I finally asked, calm as I could, "What was that about at the dinner?" She set her phone down, rolled her eyes. "Oh, come on. You know what I mean. Chad and those guys are going places. You're comfortable, safe. But sometimes I need more than that to shine." And there it was. She admitted she'd been talking to Chad for months. Emotional at first, then more. "He's exciting," she said. "He gets my ambition. You just hold me back with your routine life." I sat there, fork in hand, as she unpacked it all. No tears from me. Just a nod. "Okay," I said. And that was it. I started pretending, just like she asked. That dinner party whisper was the spark, but the real fire came a few days later. I'd been sleeping on the couch, giving her space, or maybe giving myself time to think. Emily acted like nothing happened at first, but I could see the guilt mixed with defiance. She'd come home late from work drinks, smelling like cologne that wasn't mine. I didn't pry. What was the point? It all boiled over on a Friday night. I got home from work early, picked up takeout, her favorite Thai, trying to bridge the gap one last time. She walked in around 8, dressed up, phone buzzing nonstop. I set the table, casual as ever. "Dinner's ready if you're hungry." She paused in the doorway, bag slung over her shoulder like she was ready to bolt. "We need to talk." I knew what was coming. Sat down, gestured for her to join. She did, but perched on the edge, like she couldn't commit even to that. "Look," she started, voice steady, smug almost. "That night at the dinner? It wasn't just a slip. I've been thinking a lot. Chad and we've connected. He's helping me with my career, introducing me to people. You're sweet, but you're not pushing me forward. You're embarrassing in those circles, talking about code and stability when everyone's hustling for the next level." I stared at her, the pad thai cooling between us. "Embarrassing how exactly?" She laughed, a short, dismissive bark. "Come on. Your jokes fall flat. You dress like it's casual Friday every day. Chad said you're like the IT guy no one invites to the after party. I need someone who matches my energy, not drags it down. We've grown apart. I deserve better than pretending you're on my level." There it was, cruel, twisted logic. She twisted it like I was the problem for being reliable. "So Chad's better?" "Yes," she said, crossing her arms. "He's ambitious, fun. We went out after the dinner, and it felt right. No more sneaking around. I'm moving in with him. He's got this amazing loft downtown. You'll be fine. You're always fine." I felt the betrayal deepen, not just the cheating, but the public humiliation, the comparison. She'd posted pics from that night on social media, Chad in frame, me cropped out. Friends had messaged me, confused. But I kept calm. No yelling. And the ring? Our plans. She slid it off, placed it on the table like it was nothing. "Keep it. Sell it. I don't care. This was a mistake. I outgrew you months ago. You'll find someone boring like you." Her words were like knives, but I didn't flinch. "I understand," I said evenly. "I'll pack your things." She blinked, expecting a fight maybe. "That's it. No begging. No, let's work it out." "Why?" "You've made your choice." I stood, started gathering her clothes from the closet. She watched, smug smile fading a bit, but she grabbed her keys. "I'll send for the rest. Don't call me. We're done." She left, door slamming. I finished packing, dropped the boxes at her office the next day with a note, as requested. Then I changed the locks, canceled our joint accounts quietly. No drama, just detachment. That night alone, the unfairness hit. I'd sacrificed so much, my time, my ambitions, for her. And she discarded me like yesterday's news, publicly no less. Confusion swirled. Was I really that bad? But I didn't chase. I walked away, pretending like she asked. Long after the night was over. The days after Emily left were a blur of silence. Our apartment felt too big, echoes of her laughter mocking me. I didn't cry or rage. I just existed. Work became my anchor. I'd code for hours, losing myself in algorithms. Friends called, concerned after seeing her posts with Chad. Happy couple shots, captions like, "Finally free to soar." It stung, seeing her thrive while I pieced myself together. I sat with the betrayal longer than I expected. Weeks turned into months. Mornings, I'd wake replaying her words. "You're embarrassing me." Why? I'd been loyal, committed. Flashback to last Christmas. I surprised her family with gifts, even when money was tight. Her mom hugged me, said I was one of them. Now, radio silence from them too. Confusion gnawed. Was it me? Too predictable? I journaled it out, pages of what-ifs. But slowly, clarity crept in. Her embarrassment was her insecurity projecting onto me. Chad was the shiny toy, but I was the foundation she took for granted. I stopped checking her socials, deleted the apps, focused inward. Gym became routine, first to burn off anger, then for me. Lost 20 pounds, gained muscle. Picked up hiking, solo trips to clear my head. Work-wise, I took that promotion I'd skipped, remote, but with travel. Flew to conferences, networked on my terms. Met people who valued my stability as strength. Internal shift was gradual. Vulnerable at first. Why wasn't I enough? Then anger, brief but contained. Finally, freedom. This was a gift. She showed me her true colors before marriage. I rebuilt. New furniture, painted the walls. Dated casually, but nothing serious. Realized I didn't need her validation. Unfairness lingered. Her cruelty undeserved. But I didn't dwell. I detached fully, like pretending we weren't together extended to life. She became a memory, fading. Little did I know, her world was unraveling. About 4 months after Emily left, I started hearing whispers through mutual friends. At first, I didn't seek it out. I was too busy rebuilding. But karma has a way of finding you. One evening, a buddy from her old work circle texted, "Dude, you dodged a bullet with Emily." Attached was a screenshot of her social media meltdown. Turns out, Chad wasn't the prince she thought. He'd promised her the world, promotions, lavish trips, but it was all smoke. A few weeks into living together, his true colors showed. Abusive, controlling. He'd yell at her over nothing, isolate her from friends. One night, it escalated. She called the cops after he trashed the loft in a rage. But Chad, being connected, spun it as her fault. She lost her job soon after. Company drama, whispers of favoritism since their affair started at work. Her boss, who'd been in on the networking crowd, distanced himself fast. Then the discard. Chad cheated on her with another coworker, publicly. Posted pics of the new girl at the same spots he'd taken Emily. She found out via tags, unraveled online. Ranting posts about fake people, but friends saw through it. Mutuals who defended her initially, they stopped. One told me, "We saw the messages. She'd badmouth you behind your back while you were paying her bills." Her reputation tanked. No one wanted the drama. Worse, her family got involved, or rather, saw the fallout. Her sister, who'd borrowed money from me, confided later. Emily had spun tales of me being boring and controlling to justify leaving. But when Chad left her broke and alone, the truth surfaced. Emily crashed at her parents, jobless, debts piling up from the loft lease in her name. Her mom called her out. "You threw away the only man who truly loved you for what?" Excitement. Even they started seeing her narcissism, always the victim, never accountable. I didn't gloat, just observed from afar as her better life crumbled. It felt ironic, earned. She'd humiliated me publicly. Now her facade cracked wide open. But I stayed detached, focusing on my new routine. Hikes turned into a passion. I even started a side blog on tech and outdoors, gaining followers. Work promotion led to a raise. Bought a small house upstate. Fresh start. The unfairness from before? It faded into lessons learned. The attempt started small, about 6 months post-breakup. I was at the gym when my phone buzzed, a text from Emily. "Hey, stranger. Miss our talks. How've you been?" I stared at it, felt nothing. Deleted without reply. But she persisted. Next day, "I know I messed up. Chad was a mistake. Can we grab coffee? I need my rock back." No. Blocked her number. But she switched to email. "Please, just hear me out. Life's been hard. Lost my job. Chad turned out abusive. Remember how you always fix things? I realize now you were the best thing for me." Manipulative, twisting it like I owed her. I archived it, no response. Then her friends got involved, toxic bunch. One messaged on social, "Emily's going through hell. Be a man and talk to her. She's sorry." Another, "You're being childish ignoring her. She deserves closure." Unpleasant, pressuring like I was the villain. I blocked them too. Her family jumped in next. Her sister called, number I hadn't blocked since the loan days. "Hey, it's me. Emily's a wreck." Crying all the time. Says she regrets everything. Mom wants you to come over, talk it out. Your family, right? I kept calm. No, I'm not. Tell her to move on. Click. But Emily escalated. Showed up at my old apartment. Didn't know I'd moved. A neighbor texted me a pic. Her pounding the door, yelling. Then voicemails from a new number. How can you ignore me like this? After everything? I gave you 5 years. Desperation turned angry fast. Next message. You think you're better now? I see your stupid blog, acting all successful. But you're still the boring guy I left. Chad was right. You're pathetic for ghosting. Hypocrisy dripped, echoing her own dismissals. Pretend we're not together, she'd said. Now I was the bad guy for doing just that? Her family tried again, less pleasant. Mom texted, you're heartless. Emily's depressed because of you. Come fix this mess you started. Me? Started? I replied once. She ended it. Respect my space. Blocked. Final straw. She ambushed me at a coffee shop near work. Must have stalked my routine. Burst in, eyes red, voice loud. We need to talk now. People stared. She grabbed my arm. I was wrong, okay? Chad hit me, left me with nothing. I need help, your stability. Please, for old times. Begging, desperate. You humiliated me, I said flatly, pulling away. But that's past. Leave. She snapped. You owe me. I made you who you are. Without me, you're nothing. True colors. Angry, entitled. I walked out, called security. That night, more texts from burners, threats, then apologies. I'm sorry I got mad. Just miss you so much. But I was done. Her attempts revealed the power reversal. She discarded me. Now she unraveled while I thrived. Friends warned she was spiraling, but I protected my peace. No sympathy, just indifference. The final nail came at our mutual friend Alex's wedding, 9 months after the split. I debated going. Knew Emily might show, but Alex insisted. Come celebrate, man. You've earned it. I went new suit. Feeling good. Brought Sarah, a woman I'd met hiking, kind, adventurous, no drama. We weren't serious yet, but it felt right. The venue was beautiful, outdoor garden downtown. I mingled, laughed with old friends who'd sided with me after the truth spread. Then I saw her. Emily, alone at a table, dress rumpled, makeup smudged. She looked smaller, desperate. Our eyes met. She beelined over. Hey, she said, voice shaky. Didn't expect you here. You look great. I nodded politely, detached like closing a deal. Thanks. Enjoy the wedding. She fidgeted. Can we talk? Privately. I've changed. Therapy, job hunting. Realized I was a narcissist, like Mom says. I lost the only person who loved me. Please, one more chance. Her words mirrored her family's, but hypocritical after everything. Sarah stood by, sensing tension. I turned to Emily, calm, firm. You told me to pretend we weren't together. I did. And I kept pretending, because that's what you wanted. Now it's real. You've shown your true colors, over and over. I'm not your safety net anymore. She teared up. But I need you. Chad destroyed me. Don't you care? No sympathy. Your choices, your consequences. I've built a life without you. Better, peaceful. You're irrelevant now. Move on. Power flipped. She desperate, me thriving. Her family approached then, Mom whispering, we're sorry. She's lost without you. But we see it now. You were too good for her. I shook my head. Appreciate that, but it's done. Walked away with Sarah, who squeezed my hand. Proud of you. Later, dancing under lights, Emily watched from afar, alone. Her failure on display, my growth evident. Ironic. She'd humiliated me publicly. Now the tables turned at a celebration. That night sealed it. She's a footnote, powerless in my story. I've got a house, passions, real connections. Learned from her, but moved on completely. If you're reading this, Emily, good luck. But don't reach out. We're strangers now, just like you asked. Edit. Thanks for the support, Reddit. Feels good to share. If anyone's been through this, know it gets better. Quiet dignity wins. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.